Okay, attempting to do another video with a better camera and Bluetooth audio. I'm starting off with 100%. I don't know if you can see that. And we're going to see how far I can go with a full battery. So this is going to be my ride review, my second ride review, but hopefully, like I said, this time you can hear me, have some audio, maybe a little muffled using the Bluetooth in my helmet and this action camera chest mount. So a lot of speed bumps here, so bear with me. So this is the view on the Super Soco 1200 TSR, and I really, really like this bike. It's fun, it's lightweight. It just unfortunately does not go so fast. We will see with my top speed. With 100% battery, I do have both batteries in this time. I have two batteries. So I plan to ride from 100 to 0, and then I have my other battery to get home. But my top speed is usually 58 kilometers. 58 kilometers. And last time I was only topping out at 52, but at that point I was pretty low with my battery percentage. So I'm hoping it goes up to 58. But I do have double batteries in there, so that does add some weight. So that could affect my range. And it could affect how fast it goes top speed. So here we go. I'm in sport mode, which is the fastest mode that it has. And it takes a little bit of time to get up to its top speed, as you can see, or hopefully you can see. And I'm hoping it'll get up to the 58 kilometers an hour like it usually does, and then tops out at that point. Now it's showing 59 kilometers an hour, so I got even 1 more kilometer an hour faster than typical. I'll talk a little louder due to some wind noise. Hopefully it's not crazy wind buffeting. Well, like I said, this bike is really good. If it went 60 miles per hour, this bike would be awesome. Because it could go practically anywhere. I mean, except a highway, of course. But since it's limited to 59 kilometers an hour, it's really only good for city riding. Or, you know, places that are basically 40 miles per hour or less. I even don't like to really ride on roads that are 40 miles an hour because I feel like I'm holding up traffic. This road right now is 40 miles an hour. And luckily there's only one car behind me and it's not riding my butt, so I guess I'm not going that slow for them. But most people here go 5, 10, 15 miles over the speed limit. So for a 40 mile per hour road, you know, going 40 or less is pretty slow. So I typically ride in sport mode the whole time because of where I'm at. Most of the roads are pretty high speed limits. 40 is the main one. I'm going to try to go to some less trafficked roads and show you the eco and normal mode and the max speed that they get. So right now we are on a road that's 25 miles an hour. So that's a lot slower, and I feel more comfortable riding this bike in that kind of situation because you don't really hold up traffic as this bike can keep up with that speed limit. I've yet to ride the bike from 100% battery to 0. I have the bike, currently I have it in New Jersey, and that's where my second home is, which I only go to like weekends and stuff. And I primarily live in PA. So I don't get to ride too often, but I did bring it to New Jersey because there are like practically no hills here. This bike would not do well on hills. It would definitely lag. The top speed would be ridiculously low, and it's like I said, you're on a main road, you'll be holding up some major traffic going up the hill. So that's the downside of this bike. Flatlands, as you saw, got up to 59 kilometers an hour. It's supposed to go up to 65. I think I was supposed to turn there. I will turn around and turn there. Go up to here and turn around. I'm not really sure where I'm going, honestly. I just knew there was some quieter roads back here. So I figured I'd go this way. There's lots of potholes here. Lots of potholes. So we will go this way now. Yeah, I missed the turn off. Don't mind me, I'll probably find other roads that I'm not supposed to go down. But like I said, I'm trying to find some less highly trafficked roads to ride so I don't hold up the traffic, and people get mad at me if I do that, I'm sure, because I'm one of those people that are like, come on, can you go a little faster? So actually from here, it looks like a pretty straight run for a bit, so I will put it into eco mode, and you do not have to stop to switch gears, but I'm going to stop to 0, and then we're going to see how high it goes in eco mode, which is not very high. As you can see, a whopping 17, occasionally 18 kilometers an hour, which isn't good at all, quite frankly. And then we're going to go into second, which is normal. And it'll pick up pace. Don't mind all the bumps. Excuse me, this road is not the best. And it goes 30 kilometers an hour. Which, again, I'm not sure of the conversions of that, but that's pretty slow as well for where I live. So that's not going to do very much. And that's why I practically always ride in sport, because I kind of need to. There's not many places you can go this slow. So then you can just switch it into sport right away. You do not have to stop. And it picks up a nice bit. But the acceleration is not the best either. As you can see, it takes a bit of time to get up to speed. So that's the other thing. If you're on a main road and you're trying to get up to like 40 miles an hour, it's going to take a little bit of time, and some people are going to get frustrated like being behind you. So we'll just keep going this way. See what's up this way. I'm sure this speed limit's still 25. So again, not knowing the conversion, I think I'm going over that. So at this point, I am 5.4 4 kilometers in to this ride, and I'm down to 92% battery. I forget what the claimed range is for this bike, so we'll see if I make that range, get close to it, or not. I'm not sure. A little sandy here, so I want to slow down. Like I said, overall, this bike is great. I think it's really good for a beginner. I'm not a beginner, but it's good for a beginner and also experience. I just wanted something smooth riding. I love electric bikes. This is the first one that I own. And like I said, if this could go 60 miles an hour, I would be in heaven. Because I could take this practically anywhere. My main thought was to bring this to Wildwood, New Jersey, which, if anyone's familiar, nice little shore town, and it's 25 miles per hour, like everywhere. The only problem with that is I need to go over a bridge to get to Wildwood, and unfortunately that's being limited to 50 miles per hour, which is way, 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 way too fast for this bike. So I can't get it there unless I trailer it there, which is what's the point of that. So I really wish I could get it there, though. But in the meantime, I'm just finding new roads back here around town that I can ride. I do it for fun. I don't do it for commuting. This could only be a commuter bike if you're not going so far, for one, but also if your speed limit's not so high. You can't go far on this bike, and it doesn't go super fast, so. Jackson, I think I want to turn down Jackson. This bike is very fun, very light. You can just like easily flick it. Oh, no outlet that way, so we have to go this way. Need to pay attention, don't I? So this is a nice little road here. All these roads back here are nice. They seem like more like driveways than roads, which is nice. And I don't have to go full throttle. But again, like I said, if I want to go in second, just put it in second. And it's left down. And then this is as fast as I can go. And as you see it already, top speed's already gone down from like 30 to 28, 29, 29. So that's why I keep it in the sport mode. Because you can just adjust your speed accordingly. If you need to go slow, just lay off the throttle. But if you need to go faster, it's there for you. Very smooth ride, unless of course you're hitting bumps, potholes, and the like. That'll make it not so smooth. The seat's not horrible. It's not the worst bike I sat on, but after a while, you know, it does. You start feeling a little sore. But it's not like, oh my God, this is terrible. I'm not sure how the wind noise is coming through either. My helmet's not super, super windy, but that doesn't mean anything. Like I said, this is trial and error. I just wanted to post some videos because a lot of people are curious about this bike, and there's just no videos for it anywhere. No videos in English anyway. No riding videos either, and that's just showing someone like on it. but not actual riding video. So I hope I'm doing a pretty good job of showing you the limitations of this bike and what it can and can't do. And basically, you just can't go fast. And everything else, it feels just like a regular motorcycle. That was my main reason for getting it. I did not want a scooter or an e-bike like with pedals or anything. I wanted an actual motorcycle. So when I came across this, I thought, wow, what a great deal. I had to order this directly from China because there's no bikes like this around in the United States. I wish there was, but there wasn't. The only electric bike in the United States is, well, I shouldn't say the only, but one of the onlys is the Zero, which I do plan to get, hopefully next year. But they're super expensive, and this year I couldn't afford it, so I decided I still want to ride. I'll go with the Super Soco. Come on. My helmet thing's fogging up. Need to get like anti-fog. This light is so long. Jeez. Oh, finally. And like I said, the takeoff is not super quick, so there is a car behind me and they're just going to have to wait. I think the speed limit here is a little less once you come up here some more. I know it's 40 here, but I think it does go to 35. Which, again, is a big help. So, yeah, I didn't want to quit riding. I've been riding for my speed, 33, 32. I've been riding for about 4 years now. I went through a plethora of different bikes trying to find something that I really, really, really like. And so far, honestly, this is like one of my favorite bikes that I've ridden. The speed is a bit of a hindrance, but other than that, the way it just goes, it's so smooth, and it's just really, really fun to ride. Like, I really have a ball with this bike. Well, my whopping 75 kilometers that I've done so far on it have been fun. Like I said, it's not at my primary residence, so I don't get to ride too much, but I just like to ride for fun, so it works out for me. But if you are looking for a commuter bike, and you don't have to go far or fast, this would definitely work. Definitely. Wonder what the speed limit that way is. I'm just going to go up this way to the bay. And then I probably have to turn around because most of these roads start getting faster. I think they're like 45, 50 even. Which really stinks because, like I said, I could just feel like I could take this anywhere, but unfortunately, I can't with speed. So now I'm at 10.8 kilometers and 83%. Let's see if I can, it's a dead end up here, but let me see if I can see anything up here, like the bay or Never been up this way. Oh my gosh, very strong smell of the water. And no, there's just somebody's house, so I should turn around. Very sandy up here too. Obviously near the Bay Ocean, it's going to be sandy. Very, very, very strong smell of the bay. A lot of people looking out at the water. Beautiful night, not too hot, not too cold. If this temperature is any indication, it's 22 degrees Celsius, which again, I have no clue what that means because I don't do the metric. I'm from the United States, so I only know Fahrenheit, but I believe it's like 70-something degrees out here now, maybe even the high 60s. I can't also figure out how to get the clock to work. There's supposedly a clock here, and that's what the 4 zeros are, if you can see that. It's probably pretty hard to see. Coming up on some people, they probably can't hear me coming because there's no noise coming from this bike. There's no noise from this bike. No noise at all from this bike. Slow down in case this dog tries to run out or something. So yeah, I can't get the clock to work. Not a big deal for me. It doesn't show anything like as far as how to set it. I tried and I just gave up. It'd be nice to have the clock though. I know what time it is. But most people have like phones on their bikes anyway. Okay, so I believe last time I tried to go right onto this road, and it goes way too fast. So I'm going to go left and try find somewhere else I can go that doesn't have such high speed limits. Lots of cars. Maybe after this one. Yeah, that's fine. So we'll go back this way. And let me see here. I think if I go this way, it's back the way I came. I'm trying to remember what, or should I go the other way? You know what? I think I'm going to go right. Don't mind me. Let me see what this speed limit is. 35 here. It takes bumps fairly well. I mean, I'm not sure how it shows in my camera, but I think it takes bumps fairly well personally. I also like automatic bikes, and there's just not that many of those out there. An electric automatic, you're like pretty much gonna have to get the zero. Or the Super Soco. So as I was saying, I imported this directly from China. It cost me about $3,000 total. I had to pay $1,250 for the bike, and I bought the additional battery.